And I'm sure you get it all the time with fans who come up to you and are like, you're so skinny, you're so this or that. And it's like, really?
Yes.
I just met you. You're going to comment on my size?
Yes. And, like,
so
I
rude.
have people say that all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God, you are so skinny. And I'm just like, I would never say that to someone, or I would never be like, oh, my God, you're so tall, or you're too tall, or you're too heavy. Like, why would you tell me that?
That's the problem with reality TV too, though. Like, I'm sure you get the same thing. People will walk up and like hug me, and I'm like,
yes.
Oh my God, I don't know you, you know, because they watch TV and they know your life so intimately. They feel like they're your best friend.
Yeah,
and it's really scary sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely a different world. It's crazy. Your personal space definitely is like no longer there once you've been in reality TV.
And I'm sure they're like, oh, your boyfriend's this, and I think this about that, and I can't believe that girl did this to you. And it's just like, who are you and why?
Yeah. It is
like,
crazy.
I love your photo shoot you did in you know, whatever magazine. It's always like personal. So
yeah. So with all of that said, what sort of tools or resources, or what do you do, I guess, for yourself to stay confident, or as confident as you can, throughout modeling and after being on reality TV? You know, how do you deal with all the fans or the critics, or basically just what the world wants to say?
Sure. Well, after I won Top Model, my dad said, or I guess he's always said, living well is the best revenge. And I've always had to deal with mean girls in high school, and then mean girls in college. And, you know, that definitely continues throughout your entire life. And after winning Top Model, I expected to go online and see everybody on my side. And when they weren't, I think it was a big, like, so why not? You know, I was trying to do something for the world and, like, make a change and bloody revolution. And when you have people commenting like, oh, she's just a fat cow or whatever, you know, that was really hard for me. And I had to, you know, take it in and deal with it. And I think, you know, the best thing you can do with negative criticism and with mean people who are trying to bring you down is be successful. Because as much as I'd love to just verbally say something and feel good for that 5 minutes, it feels so much better to shoot a spread for Italian Vogue, you know, and put it on my Facebook and have them like it, or you know, do a lingerie campaign in Africa or Istanbul. You know, I think that living well genuinely feels so much better than being like, you know, smack talking to them.
Right.
So that's what I do. I translate it into positive energy and put it towards my work.